What do we come to prayer for? What is the essence of prayer? The very first assignment of Jesus and of every believer, you see, he modeled the Christian life for us, all right? He showed us the Christian life, how it's supposed to be. So the very first thing, this is a principle. The very first thing that happens and that must happen in prayer for you and for me is to establish the contact. That's number one thing that must happen in prayer. You must see the Father. You must see the Father. You see, he must see. You know, the Son can do anything. Every one of us is helpless until we learn to see the Father. Even Jesus was helpless until he sees the Father. It is not just your pastor that is supposed to know how to see the Father. It is not just your pastor that must see the Father. Not just your leaders, not just your bishop, not just your GO, not just your general overseer that must learn to see the Father. If your pastor is a real pastor, he will do what Jesus did. He will model. He will teach you how to see the Father as well. That is what the church is supposed to be about. And that's what prayer is supposed to be about. So nobody has the right to be calling you to prayers until he has taught you. The very first thing and the most important thing that prayer is supposed to do for you. Prayer is a tool by which we establish contact with the Father. Prayer is that tool through which is this channel, is the vehicle through which we seek to see the Father. Prayer is the vehicle, is the path, is the road that should point us to lead us to a place of discovering the Father. Even for Jesus, there was no exception. There was no exception. He had to see the Father before he could function. How do we then hope to function on the earth without even understanding the fact that we needed to see the Father? You can pray. But if you are praying without that contact, without establishing the relationship with the Father, does that explain to you why most of our prayers are a waste of time? 85% of our prayers, I guess, will be a waste of time most of the time. Because we pray amiss. We pray without establishing the contact. We pray without, first of all, seeing the Father before us.